It was a big push.
Untouched by KRS-One's boycott, Nellyville sold 4,757,876 albums in 2002, making it the second highest selling album of the year.
The thing that I took from the Nelly KRS-One battle that was so sad was that KRS-One still wasn't able to sell more than 30,000 units, even with dissing the guy who was #1 in sales at the time. Does this label suck or what?
Ironically, KRS-One's loss to Nelly proves KRS's own point. Corporate interests have so distorted the game that the quality of the battle tracks had almost nothing to do with the battle's outcome.
Both are right. Hip-hop needs both. It can't be all KRS, and it can't be all Nelly. But what happened was, it was all Nelly.
While it seemed in early 2003 that Nelly had won, fans at Hot 97, New York's June Summer Jam at Giant Stadium in New Jersey, disagreed and booed during much of Nelly's set. While many fans and journalists were baffled by the booing, attributing it to the 50 Cent fans on hand or citing Nelly's playlist, it's possible that they were only answering KRS-One's call to arms.
Throw your guns in the air, pump it like yeah. Let these bitch-ass rappers know we in here. Go to the shows, boo them off stage, tell them KRS told you they at the end of their day.
Fuck Summer Jam. Fuck Summer Jam, cause the radio is programming motherfuckers to like certain shit and all that shit, man. Fuck all them little Summer Jams for all them radio stations. I know I'm gonna regret saying, nah, I don't mean that, y'all. I love all y'all, man. Anytime y'all need Matt to come perform at your Summer Jam, holla back, boy.
Many artists and industry professionals compare the business of rap to another line of work.
You can't blame a pimp for getting hoes. If you could get them, then get them. But, you know, you as the motherfucking hoe gotta be like, fuck that, I'm gonna start pimping hoes. You know what I'm saying?
It's the labels, it's the pimps. That's the P.I.M.P. You the hoe, B. As soon as you ain't making no money, get the fuck out of here.
Who pimping, nigga? Who pimping? What's really good? Who pimping? Who's sipping? What you talking about? What's really good?
What are you talking about? Please tell me. I want to understand. Where you getting your information from?
I mean, as far as, like...
50 Cent's first break came when Jam Master Jay signed him to his JMJ label. When Jay's Run DMC touring schedule became too hectic, 50 Cent left the label and signed with Columbia.
Columbia gave me $65,000 in advance. I had to negotiate a release for JMJ, so Jam Master Jay got $50,000. The attorney that negotiated for me and worked the deal out through Columbia Records got $10,000. I had $5,000. I was still selling crack during the whole Columbia deal. How do you find a way to generate income enough to feed yourself for over a year, waiting for an album to come out, and be able to go to the studio whenever they call you to go?
It's a mistake to think at all that you are not going to be exploited. You are not going to be in the entertainment industry in any form and not be exploited. It's not going to happen. But we live with exploitation every day. The issue is the compensation for the exploitation. I think that Tupac, whatever he started with the same basic contract everybody else starts with in the industry. But guess what? He went back and made them change that time and time again. It's what you do. If you're good enough, then you force them to change it.
In just 25 years, the business landscape in hip-hop has become treacherous, and especially treacherous for up-and-coming artists. D12 was formed as an all-star group on the Detroit scene. Its members included Eminem, Bizarre, Conniva, Swift, Proof, Con Artist, and the late Bugs, who was shot to death in a fight in Detroit's Belle Isle Park. In the late 1990s, D12's members, frustrated by their inability to break into the game, went their separate ways.
Eminem was in Detroit by himself. Then he met Royce. All the beginning stages of Eminem's career, he was with Royce.
as potentially the two best unsigned MCs in Detroit. Eminem and Royce the 5'9" joined forces.
You know, he said this is his last time trying to shop a deal. If this doesn't work, then I'm gonna quit rapping, period. And his first stop was LA, and he never came home.
Eminem signed with Dr. Dre's Aftermath Records and wanted to bring Royce with him.
Slim played Dre one of my demos, and Dre liked it. So I went out to Cali. I started working like on the Chronic album, helping them out or whatever. I wrote a couple songs. One of the songs made the album. It was called The Message, featuring Mary J. Blige.
Royce was progressing with Eminem in the Dr. Dre camp, but suddenly things got complicated.
My manager, Keno, was quoted in the vibe as saying, "I've seen Eminem sit Dre down like a pupil," or something to that nature.
Fair one, and here comes 7 Mile.
Dre read it or heard about it and got pissed. He let me know he was upset. He let me know it wasn't no problem with me. You know, he just upset at my manager for what he said.
Understandably, a young artist looking to get in the game might feel just a little pressure when Dr. Dre says he has a problem with that artist's manager.
I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That's my nigga. I'm a loyal nigga. So fuck him. Fuck everybody. It's not about money with me no more, man. Like, that's my motherfucking dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't my manager, he my man.
M had his back 100%. He loved Royce. He loved him to death. Royce was Eminem's hype-up man. And nobody could take that job from him. D12 was just M's boy. He wasn't even talking about. Royce the 5'9" was the first priority to come out. Royce was in the driver's seat.
Eager to establish himself as an MC, Royce was having a difficult time working himself into the protege system under Eminem. Instead of waiting for Eminem to put out Royce's record, Royce, based on his relationship with Eminem and solid appearances on Eminem's Slim Shady LP, signed a deal at Tommy Boy Records.
M took steps to put us on, so that respect and that love will always be there. But we're our own men. You know, we eat off our own plate. We're not on the Eminem plate. We're not eating off the Eminem plate or the Dr. Dre plate or the Interscope plate. We eat off our own plate.
M asked me, say, "Yo, Royce, could you finish this tour out with me? You know what I'm saying? I'll need you to finish this tour out with me, dude. And that'd be cool." Royce is like, "Well, no, man, I gotta start my record. Tommy Boy just signed me, said and such." He totally flipped the script.
Left without a hype man, Eminem reached out to his childhood friend Proof, with whom he had a falling out.
Him and Proof made up, you know what I'm saying, because they was best friends. No reason why they should be beefed out.
He asked Proof, could he rotate with Royce? So Royce said, well, just let Proof do it. I gotta get in the studio and do my album. M was like, damn, I just got you $1 million deal, basically co-signed for you. You can't even finish this tour out?
Although Royce denied that he rejected Eminem's offer, Proof quickly became Eminem's permanent hype man.
So once he started to fade away from Eminem, Eminem concentrated more on D12. So actually, I would like to thank Royce for getting D12 back together.
Without the support of Eminem and Dr. Dre, Royce begged the question of whether he left the nest too soon.
I'll never forget one day he was salty. He came in the studio and he wanted to record Rock City over with M. And M was like, yo, I got this D12 deadline. You know, I'm gonna have to give it you another day. And Royce couldn't understand that. He was like, what? I'm Royce, man, what you doing?
Royce began to believe that D12 was souring his relationship with Eminem.
We all, in fact, embrace Royce on the fact of M embrace Royce.
You being dope is dope for me, cause you around my mans, that make you another dope nigga in our clique.
That was lit. I told about everybody, he got the most potential.
When they went on tour, they did a Green Lantern mixtape. I submitted them a freestyle verse. For some reason, they listened to the verse and felt like I was dissing them. Even M.
He comes on before his record even started and says,
fuck anger management. I need somebody to manage my anger. And he took that as I was saying, fuck the anger management tour.
If you cool with him, why would you put something in there that make the man even think that it's a diss?
He said, fuck anger management. Anger management is the name of Eminem's tour, bottom line.
They took my shit off, and it got back to me through somebody else. And I'm thinking, why would M think I would do something like that to him, of all people? M was supposed to be upset. He said I'm not talking to Royce, period. I'm calling around frantically. What's wrong with M? What's the problem? Like we can solve it in one talk.
Eminem didn't want to talk to him because you know why? It's 2 words. It's not subliminal. Fuck in your management.
Paul said, I'm trying to get him to talk to you now, Royce. What the fuck you mean you trying to get him to talk to me?
Royce would see our manager in the club and say, man, I don't think them niggas ready. They ain't
Yeah,
ready to come
right.
out yet.
Like,
You
you
ain't-
ain't, nigga, you ain't ready, nigga. Tell us we ain't ready.
You ain't ready.
Then we confront him. He said, nah, man, I ain't saying that.
He don't eat.
I didn't play you out of position. Mazar didn't play you out of position. Kaniva didn't play you out of position. None of these two played you out of position. You played yourself out of position. With ego, your ego played you out of position. For you, it's my time to shine. I'm about to get it. I'm about to go. Let's go. Fuck it. How it took me to get here. I don't care who helped me get here. This I'm about to go. That monster, whoever that monster was, is what destroyed you.
Then you blame us. Don't blame us.
Although Royce had recorded many songs, Tommy Boy refused to release Royce's Rock City album.
I think it was because Dre wasn't involved as much as they thought he should be. M wasn't involved as much as he should be. And then, you know, we parted ways.
Finally, Royce released his Rock City album on independent distributor Koch Records. Though the Source magazine called Royce the complete MC, Koch Records' distribution machine lacked the power and reach of any of his former labels. In an unrelated internet interview, Royce, amidst his anger and confusion, lashed out.
Who would you say is ruining rap right now? Like, who do you think's whack, or who would you want to start a beef with anytime soon? D12. D12?
He said D12.
And I said D12. They garbage.
The worst fucking rap group ever.
Huh?
Shit, I mean, it's the truth. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Even when I'm not mad, I feel like they're garbage.
Damn, this is Royce. It was his voice. No doubt it was Royce. So he's like, all right, you know what, man? Enough is enough.
We ain't Royce, motherfucker. We don't speak in vain. We don't act like we street. We don't not say names. We don't ask him to walk us in the door to get a deal and then turn our back on him when he need his boys for real. That's neither here nor there, dog. His first video was shot up in NY, y'all. Is this nigga the king of Detroit, the king of getting his ass whipped and left by his boy? That's Ryan Montgomery thinking out loud with rhinestones in his do-rag. You tough, dog.
So I went to the radio the next day.
From the moment I walked in the door, it's always been envy towards Royce. Asking M, what is he doing here? What you helping him for? And it just hit the fan. They finally decided to pick their balls up in our zone.
Next day, my man got on the radio and was talking shit, running his mouth, said he'd smack my ugly wife.
Smack your ugly wife.
Said he'd smack Swift.
Swifty, I'll slap you.
He'd
Smack Deny.
Deny, I'll slap you.
Smack me, he did it.
He said he'd smack everybody.
Royce dug up and dusted off a 3-year-old never-released diss he had written about D12's.
He had diss songs on us.
You got like 15.
Like, right. In the vault. While we were still giving each other plays and shit, like, what up, though, man? Yeah, this is and that. He had diss songs already on us.
No, nigga, how can I relate to a group with 4 dudes that's easily replaced? I erase niggas when they talk backwards. What? I call Paul and have him write you off on his taxes. I'm a solo artist, you just wanted a crew. Fans coming up to y'all like, which one is you? You the fat.
What makes a great diss track is you saying anything about the person that the world can relate to. It's like me calling Bizarre fat, saying you got a shower cap. I mean, the whole world knows he's fat. He wears a fucking shower cap.
Share for the rap. Arresting the big fat bear that gotta jump in the character to rap. Nigga, give me this mic. You ain't doing it right. You call yourself an idiot. I'm just proving you right.
It must have ruffled their feathers. They got all upset.
What D12 claimed offended them more than Royce's disses was a line mentioning late D12 member Bugs, suggesting that if Bizarre wants beef, he could meet up with Bugs.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. You get beat up with gloves. And if you want beef, fuck it, you can meet up with Bugs.
You think the Bugs line took it to the next level?
Hell yeah. Bugs. Yo, man, please, man.
Next question.
He said Bugs' name in the song. He shouldn't even be worried about us. He should be worried about Bugs' people.
After premiering the record, Royce announced on the radio he would be at a Detroit club called Lush that night.
And I'm going to the Lush tonight. So whoever decided to get cute, come see me at the Lush tonight. No,